Cruise vacations are meant to be a time of relaxation and adventure, but what happens when a dream getaway turns into a costly nightmare? Imagine booking your flight only to be targeted by a sophisticated scam that drains tens of thousands from your account. Recently, a passenger lost $30,000 to a new scam exploiting cruise travelers. This isn't just a warning, it's a wake-up call for anyone planning their next voyage. And if that wasn't enough, Carnival Cruise Line faced serious backlash after initially denying a refund to a passenger who had to cancel her $5,000 Alaska cruise due to a heartbreaking miscarriage. These stories highlight the risks lurking behind the scenes in the cruise industry and the importance of protecting yourself with travel insurance and caution. But what exactly happened? How are these scams operating, and what's the cruise industry doing to respond? In the rest of this video, we'll dive deep into these troubling incidents, unpack the details, and share important tips every cruiser should know before setting sail. If you want to stay informed and avoid costly mistakes on your next trip, make sure to like this video and stay tuned for the full story. Now that you've heard the alarming headline, let's dive into what's really going on behind these cruise industry controversies and scams. The story begins with something that should be straightforward: booking your airfare for a cruise. But recently, Norwegian Cruise Line passengers have been caught off guard by a phone scam that targets travelers specifically during this stage. Imagine getting a call from someone who claims to be an NCL employee, someone who sounds official, someone who knows your name and your travel plans. They offer to secure your flight tickets, and since it's such a stressful process to arrange everything for a vacation, many travelers trust these calls. Unfortunately, this scam is much more sophisticated than your typical phishing email. The scammer collects payment details under the guise of helping you, then calls back, claiming airfare prices have dropped and offers to help you save money by updating your card info. The second call is where things get dangerous because they are now trying to charge a different card, often higher amounts or multiple transactions. Reports suggest some victims lost nearly $20,000, but there's even talk of a passenger losing as much as $30,000 in one case. It's a staggering amount, and it highlights how vulnerable travelers can be, especially when the scammers are so targeted and seemingly knowledgeable. The cruise line has been very clear in its warning to customers. Legitimate NCL calls only come from certain area codes, like 305 or 954 in Florida or 480 in Arizona. If you get a call outside these codes or from an unknown number, be very cautious. And, very importantly, NCL advises passengers never to share personal or payment information unless you have independently verified the call by contacting the cruise line directly through official channels. It might feel annoying to stop and verify, but it could save you tens of thousands of rupees or dollars from being stolen. Another key point is about reservation details. Passengers should avoid sharing any sensitive info on public forums, social media groups, or even private Facebook pages dedicated to cruising. Scammers often lurk in these spaces, picking up small bits of data that help them sound more convincing during their calls. This scam is just one part of a broader set of challenges cruise travelers face, especially when it comes to cancellations and refunds. A very heartbreaking story came from a California woman named Monique McChristian, who had planned a $5,000 Alaska cruise but had to cancel just days before sailing due to a serious miscarriage. She had followed her doctor's advice for her health, yet Carnival Cruise Line initially refused her refund. Without travel insurance, Carnival said there was nothing they could do. Imagine the frustration and emotional toll of losing a pregnancy and then having to fight for a refund on what was supposed to be a joyful trip. Monique pleaded her case for days before her story caught national media attention. Only after public pressure did Carnival issue travel credits and apologize. This incident is a stark reminder of why travel insurance is critical, especially for cruises where cancellations can be complicated and costly. Beyond these stories, there's another side of the cruise industry that's trying to improve passenger experience even amidst challenges. MSC Cruises recently announced a revamp of their specialty dining options. They've simplified menus and introduced flexible meal packages where guests pay a fixed fee for most menu items, with optional add-ons for premium dishes. This allows cruisers to pre-purchase dining packages for 1 to 4 meals and get a 20% discount if booked in advance. It's a welcome change for many passengers who want to customize their dining experience without the confusion of complicated pricing or restrictive packages. Flexibility in dining is a small but significant way cruise lines are trying to improve customer satisfaction, even as the industry navigates financial pressures. Speaking of financial pressures, the stock market has reflected some of the instability affecting the cruise sector. On Wednesday, Carnival Corporation's shares dropped by 4%, Royal Caribbean fell 4.6%, Norwegian went down 5%, and Viking Cruises lost 3.7%. These declines show that investors are nervous about ongoing issues in the cruise market, from operational disruptions to customer trust. When companies face stories like the scam affecting NCL passengers or the refund denial by Carnival, it shakes confidence. For travelers, it's important to stay informed about the companies you choose to sail with because these events can impact everything from onboard services to future cruise availability. Now, let's talk about what you can do as a cruise traveler to protect yourself in today's landscape. First and foremost, always verify any unsolicited calls you receive about your booking or travel plans. Use official contact information from your cruise line's website or your booking confirmation to double-check any offers or changes. Never give payment details to a caller without confirming their identity. Remember, legitimate cruise companies do not pressure you to make immediate payments or provide new card info over the phone without prior notification through official channels. When it comes to dining on board, take advantage of any pre-purchase meal packages or simplified menus if your cruise line offers them. As MSC Cruises demonstrated, these packages can save money and reduce hassle. But always read the fine print. Some premium dishes might cost extra, and dining options can vary by ship or itinerary. Planning your dining in advance can enhance your cruise experience and avoid surprises on the bill. Finally, if you ever face issues with your cruise line, whether it's a scam, a refund dispute, or any other problem, document everything. Keep emails, receipts, call logs, and screenshots of communications. If needed, escalate your complaint through official channels and consider reaching out to consumer protection agencies or travel advocacy groups. Public attention and organized complaints can sometimes prompt quicker resolutions, as we saw in Monique's case. Don't hesitate to share your experience to warn others and seek support. Cruising can still be one of the most enjoyable and relaxing vacation styles, but like any travel, it comes with risks that you need to manage. Scammers are becoming more sophisticated, policies can be strict, and customer service can vary widely. By staying vigilant, protecting your personal info, purchasing insurance, and being proactive, you can reduce your chances of becoming a victim and increase your chances of a smooth, memorable trip. If you've cruised before, you might have your own tips or experiences with scams or refund battles. Sharing these stories helps the community stay safer and more prepared. And if you're planning your first cruise, don't let these cautionary tales discourage you. Just be informed and cautious. The cruise industry is adapting, and passengers who educate themselves will navigate these waters much more confidently. Before we wrap up, remember that these warnings aren't meant to scare you, but to empower you. Every year, millions of people cruise safely and have amazing adventures. The best protection is knowledge and preparedness. If you found this video helpful so far, please hit the like button and subscribe for more updates and tips about cruising. We'll continue to bring you the latest news and advice to keep your voyages safe and enjoyable.